G'day and welcome to this week's video and welcome to 2019. I hope you've had a good Christmas and New Year and 2019 has kicked off nicely for you. This is our first video for the year and I've had a few client appointments over the last couple of weeks as things are winding back into action, and so this video is really based on some of those discussions, and the timing around this, we've got the release of the Royal Commission to Banking and Finance has been released last Monday by the time you would have got this video, and it's really reflects on the banks as a whole and their attitude towards obviously profitability and putting themselves before their clients. And this scenario the client explained to me is not one I've heard of too much, but it's worth telling the story, just to make sure that we don't allow the banks to do us any favours. So the scenario was a home loan or investment loan for a property. Don't know the figures exactly, but the one thing the client told me is that the bank, without his knowledge or prior consent, reduced the monthly payments for the loan by $400 per month. And he subsequently went in and said, "Hey, what's the go? Why has this been done?" And the bank, the lending officer at the time said, "Oh, well, look, we're doing that to look after things for the long term." Was some of the comments that were made, and of course, always been the cynical person. I wonder whose long term is he considering, the client or the bank itself? So, if we just go to the screen now, we can have a look at a $300,000 loan. This is a mortgage calculator on Smart Money, ASIC's consumer website with lots of awesome information and tools. Recommend you check that out. So let's have a look at some really rough assumptions. I don't know the figures exactly. 300 grand. Assume that he's repaying $2,400 per month, and the interest rate is 4.5%. So based on those figures, he's going to have it paid off in 14 years and 2 months, and you can see that there'll be interest of and fees based on the $10 per month of nearly $108,000. So this is where this calculator is an absolute cracker. Let's just assume in this scenario they reduce it by $400 per month. So all of a sudden we have a completely different set of figures. It adds 4 years and 5 months to the time it's going to be paid out. That reduces the amount of time that this client could accumulate towards his retirement. And it adds a whole bucket load, about $37,000 worth of extra interest repayments that the banks get. So pays to be cynical. If this advice comes through, this is not the bank doing you a favour. This is the bank looking after the bank. So potentially they're doing this because they're looking at as the lending environments become tougher. There's a lot of mortgage stress out there. Are they going back to some of the more stronger loans where people are more financial? Are they looking to push them out so they're longer loans so they can pay more interest? That's the cynical person in me. Can't prove that, but just make sure the bank's not doing any favours. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe to the channel. That'd be awesome. Give us a thumbs up or share the video if you think it might be helpful to a friend or a relative. And we'll catch you next week. Thanks for listening. See you soon.